He's like, I got an idea. Well, what's your idea? He's like, let's make a video showcasing your thoughts on Guadalupe bass versus my thoughts on Guadalupe bass, this tournament and the anti-tournament. So immediately that struck a nerve with me, a good nerve, and it was like, yes, let's hop on that. It'll be freaking epic. We can get one good side of a tree hugger mentality to the other side of a I just like to fish, I don't really care. It's a tournament. It's a good camaraderie, good friends day. Let's make it happen. Well, you know, when you go out to target Guads, it's a little bit different story than just going out and catching them. I don't know if it's in your head, if you work baits differently than you normally would, but it seems like when you go to specifically target them, it doesn't work out.
These homies out here gon' way too fast and it ain't gon' last, huh? These homies right here, they are ready to burn it all to ash, huh? These homies out here, they tryna turn up, they hitting them dabs, huh? These homies out here, they don't give a damn, they bout to spaz, huh? These homies out here, they want them acres and want that mule, huh? These homies out here, they smartened up, man, they ain't no fool, huh? These homies out here, they ain't the ones to follow rules, huh? These homies out here, they know what's up, they pay them dues, huh? These homies out here, they don't give a damn, ain't got no fear, huh? These homies out here, they ready for war, they make that clear, huh? These homies right here, y'all niggas gon' know when we get near, huh? These homies out here been ready to blow it up for years, These homies. These homies. These homies.
The Guadalupe bass is a species of fish that's known only to exist in the waters of central Texas. It's called a bass, but in reality, it's in the sunfish family. The Guadalupe averages around 12 inches in length, and it weighs just around a pound. But it's highly respected as a strong game fish. Its acrobatics will dazzle you, and you always feel like you've got a big fish on the end of the line. Spending just a little time fishing for Guads will give you respect for this fish. Fishing on light tackle or fly line will give you what we call Guad fever. In 1977, Texas Parks and Wildlife started stocking smallmouth bass in the upper Brazos River. This caused the Guadalupe bass to start crossbreeding with the smallmouth, which resulted in hybridization of the Guadalupe bass. In 1989, the 71st legislature designated the Guadalupe bass as the state fish of Texas. They also designated the Lost Maples area as a catch and release only, therefore ensuring the bloodline of the Guadalupe bass. Guads can be identified by their vertical, diamond-shaped bars, and the horizontal stripes running along their belly line. And if you're not too sure, if you caught a small bass that felt like it was twice as big as you had, it's probably a guad. Day 2, Guadapalooza. Texas Tournament Zone puts on Guadapalooza every year, and it helps get rid of some of the Guadalupe bass that are in Lake Travis. They really cause havoc with bigger fish, and got to get rid of some of them. The tournament might be for fun, but it is a tournament. And guys like this, they come out here to win. So it's time to get out there and put the competition shoes on, see what can happen. Today, Bo Reed and I joined Pei Habib in his beautiful skeeter, get out, take part in the tournament, catch day 2 of the film. Check it out.
more. 10 hours. That's all we need for 2 hours.
In a bass boat fishing tournament, it's not unusual for each angler on the boat to have thousands of casts looking for bass. Today was no different. We get out and follow them today, and they treated it just like any other tournament day. They're pretty competitive checking it out. So at the end of the day, our contribution is 5 Guads plus a couple. It's time to go sit and have a beer, see how everybody else did. But somehow, we're not done with this story on the Guads. There's so much more to learn, and we haven't figured it all out yet.
I bought some small ones, you know, with like shaky heads and stuff up shallow, right on the banks.
They tend to stay a little deeper from those rocky That's why we can't get them with our shocking boats. We get a few, but it's a great opportunity to get 30 fish from all over the lake. Everybody's like, it'd be a good sample, good presentation. We'll get some.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's a guy down around.
So what are we doing today? We were just collecting some genetic samples, Texas Parks and Wildlife, to see the genetic integrity of the Guadalupe bass. Yeah. As you know, there's been a history of smallmouth stockings in their watershed, so we want to see what kind of impact it's had in the watershed here, and it's a good time to do it. Yes, as if we were to go out there and try to look for the Guads we need, it'll take us a lot longer, that's for sure. So it saves a lot of time. Yeah. We work together with TTZ on other projects, with lake habitat projects and stuff as friends of reservoirs, you know. And, so this relationship has been beneficial for both of us.
We're gonna go out for day 3. Myself, Chico, Pei Habib, and Eric Porter, and we're gonna target Guads for the 3rd day in a row. Let's see if we can make anything happen. don't condone drinking out on the water, but we condone traditions. Cameraman?
So it seems we've caught Guad fever. What else to do? Go back to our home hunting grounds, catch those guads we seem to be always catching. But it's never as easy as it looks.
Nope. We saw him getting right up on the shoreline earlier this morning. Eric's on a bad spot.
Yeah, out here chasing guads, trying to rep some throwback fishing, some catch and release of our state fish. Just had a big tournament going on. We catch and keep, fry them up. I got different ideas on that one, but so I'm playing with it.
That's a Guad. Top water.
I actually catch a lot of guads on top water. You got them stirred up? See if I can get up close.
Lens, yeah.
Woo. Now he looks bigger.
No fish. Guadalupe.
So we're out here trying to find these guads. Been catching plenty of blacks and throwing shaky heads on brush hogs, and now I'm back to throwing a heavy jig. Just trying to figure out what these guads want. Seemed like just the other day we were fishing Guadalpalooza and they liked this big heavy jig. So we'll see what keeps going on.
'Cause I wanted near. Every time the birds flew, they taught me how to steer. I'm still trying to find what's the reason to burn me here. Just do what I do. I'm still passing through. Just do what I do. Just don't you do.
Nice fish.
We need 5 of these when we come out here, right?
No lie.
Just don't you do. Every time I saw you, it was something true. I left all my thoughts here, 'cause you let it too. Every time the birds flew, the time behind the steer to still
fever. Yep, we got it. And I'm not so sure if it's us catching the guads or that they got us.
Seems like the buzzbait will get some good fish. Always trigger a bite. Sometimes when you're not expecting it, like, you know, I've thrown out a cast just like that, run a buzzbait right next to stuff that I think is gonna get smashed on, and then boom, right there.
Oh, that one.
What's that?
He just called it. Called it.
I did, dude.
During the interview.
On camera.
Told you that's how, but Senior Buzz Thrill. Guadalupe bass are really strange, you know. It's like you don't really know how to target them. You just kind of catch them on accident. But when you're out targeting them, you can't find them.
You can't even catch them on
I
accident.
think Pay's the only one that caught a guad today. How'd you catch that guad?
How many you got? You got two.
Oh, you got two guads.
Oh, two guads.
Two guads.
Two guads. And we caught him on the Sexy Dog topwater, and then the other one on an A-rig.
So, you know, Lake Travis is pretty cool. You know, typically, you know, everybody knows that, you know, here in Central Texas, it's pretty much the only place you can chase guads at. And, you know, Eric, I think his favorite place to chase guads at is probably down on the river.
Definitely the river.
He tends to catch really, really big guads down there on the river. I mean, you catch, you know, we all catch big fish down there, but you can really catch some really big guads down
You
there.
know, really nice. Most pure guads are down in Lower Colorado. A lot of the other ones are hybrided out from other places locally. So Travis and Lower Colorado are your two sources for pure guads. Now the Colorado River is a lot of untouched, not too many anglers because takeouts and put-ins are so far apart. You got to dedicate a whole day to it, and people don't know where they're at. So the guad species on the Lower Colorado is really special.
Look at all this bait moving out here.
So Eric gives me the signal to come close and whispers at me that he's got a spot he wants to work up here, get the cameras ready. So that's what I do. I hang back and get the shot in this beautiful light.
First couple 100 yards, didn't really fish much, trying to get to some moving water where them Guads hang out. Told Chico where I was going to cast first and decided to pre-cast it, and hey, pulled a Guad and a couple other black bass. So the day is starting out well. Not any quality sized Guads. Some little ones, 8 to 10 inches. But hey, it's a Guad. It's better than we've been getting on Travis for the last couple project days. But we're about to move on down the river and see what else we can get for you.
Beauty.
I don't know what it is, but white Cinco down here kills it. Largemouth and Guads all the time. I don't know why. I think it's they eat a lot of shad down here. More so than they do crawls. So I think with a little bit of dirty water, a little bit of white bait, it pulls off that shad look really good. Like a really good day for catching fish. Guads are biting, black bass are biting, and again, like I mentioned, you know, we'll use all the footage. So if we get black bass, we get black bass. We can use it for something else later on. But the goal is to find guads that day, and that's why we went to the river where I wanted to go. Waiting for some more batteries to charge, we ended up going downriver a little bit further to my second spot, which we call Guadlandia, and that's where my PB
Bring it around this
Guad
side
came
if you
from
can.
about a year ago. So we're headed there.
Yeah, heavy one. So here it is. Texas State fish, the Guadalupe bass. See how it's tiger striped right here on the face, and you've got the tiger striping that goes all the way down, all the way to the tail. This is what we chase. You know, it seems like this fish right here will fight as hard as a 4-pound largemouth.
I thought I had me a big old bass or a gar or something. You nailed it.
First cast on your fluke. Hold it up to the, here we go, up to the net, real close.
You got the mouth line behind the eyes there. Nice pretty guad.
Good one, dude. Oh, it's hard black.
Still good though.
Nice bass, looks like.
You don't have no PB Guad right there. I saw some marks.
Dude, no doubt, huh? It's got marks.
This though.
Don't call me Big Bass Bo for nothing. While these guys mess around with quads, I go after big ones.
that's pretty much a wrap for this Project Guad. I hope you've gained a new respect for this beautiful fish. After all, who doesn't like a survivor? This is our fish, the fish of Texas, the Guadalupe bass. To us, it's the Guads.